it's Mark Anderson, teaching professional at the Philadelphia Cricket Club, and I want to share a case study with you on horizontal gear effect. So let's look at a shot here that starts a little bit to the left and fades back to the right. Now, if you didn't know the whole story here, you might guess that the face was closed slightly to the target, so the ball started a little bit left, and then the path was a little bit more to the left than the face was closed. So if we had to guess on the numbers, we might say 2 degrees left with the face, 3 degrees left with the path, and that gives us a little bit of a cut here coming back towards the target. But what actually happened on this shot is the player hit it on the heel. And if you look at the numbers here, his path was actually swinging way out to the right, almost 7 degrees. His face was closed 2.7 degrees, which gives a face to path number of negative 9.6, which if the ball was struck in the center would give a big hook to the left. But you can see the spin axis here actually is positive and tilting to the right, which gives a little bit of a cut here. So what happens when you hit it on the heel? The club face closes slightly on heel contact, and that's due to the off-center hit and the twisting of the club. The ball will start more to the left than if it were struck in the center, and the spin axis will tilt more to the right. So let's take a look at what happens here in slow motion. As the club comes into the ball and strikes it on the heel, you can see that that club twists a little bit due to the center of gravity, and that ball rolls with the face like a gear. So as it does, that ball is spinning to the right, and now when it releases off the face, it's going to start to the left, and then it's going to tilt, the spin axis will tilt to the right. So let's look at another example here. So we have a ball here that is starting to the right and is hooking hard to the left. So again, if we had to guess on the numbers here, we could guess maybe the face was 2 degrees open to the target, but the path was much more out to the right, which caused the ball to hook to the left. But what actually happened on this shot, the ball was struck on the toe. So let's look at the numbers here. We had the path was basically right down the line, just 1 degree out to the right, but the face was more open to the right, 2.5 degrees. So that gives us a face to path number of 1.5, which is positive, and that spin axis should have tilted to the right, but you can see it went way to the left, negative 13.7. So let's look at what happened on this one when the ball was struck on the toe. So on toe contact, the club face opens slightly, again due to the twisting of the club. The ball will start more to the right than if it were struck in the center, and that spin axis will tilt more to the left. So again, in slow motion here, club comes in, hits the ball on the toe. That club is going to twist to the right, and you can see as it does that that ball hugs the face and spins to the left. So now when it releases off the face, it's going to start to the right. You can see that that spin axis tilts the ball to the left. So if you were looking at this shot here and you didn't know all of this information, you would say that this player swung too far out to the right to cause that overdraw, and that he should swing more to the left. And if he does, he's going to now have a path that is too much to the left. So all that had to change here was the contact point on the face to get that ball to go straight. So you can see how important it is to understand horizontal gear effect and how it affects the flight of the ball. You have to know where that ball was struck on the face. And as you can see, mishits can produce a ball flight that is totally different from what you would expect given the path and face positions at impact.